Atlantean Gardens. Saturday, September 12, 2015. Top secret Nazi maps and documents confirm the existence of Agartha, a subterranean civilization inside our planet. One of the most interesting questions that many people have pondered over the centuries is whether our planet is at least partially hollow and inhabited. Many of us have read the legendary stories about the Nazis who explored the polar regions of our planet and even created secret bases in New Swabnland, Antarctica. Many researchers have also published material about Operation Highjump and Admiral Byrd's journeys where extremely advanced airships, disc-shaped UFOs, were seen flying around and even engaging him militarily. Not long ago, a top-secret map belonging to the Third Reich was recovered in which there are several secret passages depicted which were used by German U-boats to access mysterious underground regions, as well as a complete map of both hemispheres and the mysterious kingdom of Agartha. The possibility that the Earth is hollow, and that it can be accessed through the North and or South Poles, and that ancient secret breakaway civilizations flourish within it, has spurred the imagination of people through centuries. These declassified maps have added fuel to the existing speculation. It might just turn out to be true after all, that somehow, and somewhere, there is an access which leads to a completely different world, one that has been kept in secrecy for years by our world leaders and post-World War II governments. We have also come across a letter, supposedly written by Karl Unger, who was aboard the German U-boat 209, commanded by Heinrich Brode, in which he states that the crew had reached the interior of the Earth and that they did not consider coming back. The official Nazi instructions to reach Agartha. And here is the translation in English. The stories above are backed up by maps made by famous cartographer and artist Heinrich Seebeeren for the National Geographic Society in 1966. In this map, the Antarctic continent can be observed without its thick layer of ice. But the most intriguing detail are the presence of underwater passages spanning across the entire continent and seem to converge at the exact location which is identified as the opening towards the hollow Earth or inner Earth. Here are the official Nazi maps of the inner world. Hitler was obsessed with mysticism and the inexplicable. He was very interested in UFOs and ancient history, and many of his followers knew that and supported him. The possibility that the Earth is at least partially hollow, and that it can be accessed through the North and South Poles, and that secret civilizations flourish within it, has gained popularity in recent years. It might just turn out to be true after all, that somehow, and somewhere, there is an access which leads to a completely different world, one that has been kept in secrecy for reasons that are just now coming to light. Read, Occult Secrets of Vril. www.createspace.com web link. Read, Occult Secrets of Vril. Posted by Atlantean Gardens at 6:46 a.m. Email this. Blog this. Share to Twitter. Share to Facebook. Share to Pinterest. Labels: Aryan, Atlantis, Cro-Magnon, demigods, fallen angels, goddess, gods, Hitler, Hyperborea, Lemuria, Neanderthal, Robert Sepper, Thule, Titans, Vril. 3 comments. Seth Dearson, September 13, 2015 at 2:14 p.m. This was fascinating, that goes without saying. For those who don't know, Dr. McClelland is the real deal. A longtime NASA employee, when he started talking about what he knew, he was kicked out, and denied his pension. He's now struggling to get by on minimum wages, and anyone who's in a position to help him, please see his personal website, and do so. Now, that said, I've only a couple of differences with what's been said here. First and foremost, Germany lost the war, sorry. If not, they wouldn't have been bombed into rubble and raped by the Reds. The fact that there is strong German influence in our space program does not imply otherwise. Second, Hitler died in 1945 in Berlin. I'll touch on this in a moment. Yes, there were large amounts of people and materials sent to Antarctica, and Admiral Dönitz returned to Germany and stated, "We have built a Shangri-La on a distant continent. Not we're going to do it, or planning to do it, but that was done." Dr. McClelland makes a very important point. that the NWO is the ultimate evil. Why so? For that, we need to start with Matilda McElroy's testimony given in Alien interview. She was the secretary who was present during the interrogation of the live Gray at Roswell. She got the wool pulled over her eyes. However, in between a lot of guff about how benevolent the domain is, came this telling statement from that ET: "It is futile to resist the domain." Star Trek fans will recognize that, with a shudder. And with good reason. Our world was indeed sold out in 1951, it was either knuckle under or be invaded. See Dr. Michael Sala's book, Exposing U.S. Government Policies on Extraterrestrials for details, but take Dr. Sala, and Timothy Good, with a grain of salt. They're excellent when digging up dirt on our own rotten government. Less credible, when they blame everything on Nazis and claim that the Vril Society was working with the Greys, and absolute fallacy. I know whereof I speak. I am a dedicated Vriliaman, and currently, director of the Vril community, the authorized Vril Society in North America. Sounds terribly impressive, but in truth, we're small and starting from scratch. See our page on Facebook. There is one other authorized Vril Society in Europe, going by the tongue-in-cheek name of Cosa Nostra. No relation to the Cosa Nostra or Mafia, who authorized us. Maria Orsic herself. We established contact several years ago, and the results of that contact, which are ongoing to this day, can be found in Conversations with Fräulein Maria, and the Vrilia Citizen newsletter collection, both on Kindle e-books, all for dirt cheap, because I'm far more interested in getting the message out there, than in being a rich bookseller. If we have bases on Luna, Earth's moon, and Mars, it is only under the control and sufferance of the domain. They don't like us, they don't like company, and they don't like competition. Maria tells us they'll be making a major appearance, seen by many before the end of 2016, and they'll fool a lot of people into thinking that their divine space brothers come to help us, and similar Tommy rot. All who oppose them will be rounded up and put into concentration camps, as Jesse Ventura discovered, to his amazement, and millions more will be killed. Kindly refer to the ebooks mentioned, for more. Reply.